Good evening. Tonight I'm doing a review for Bright Copper Kettles, and this is from Yankee Candle, and it's one of their scents from the line of My Favorite Things. And from that song, we've got the Bright Copper Kettles, Warm Woolen Mittens, and you've got all the different ones. I think there's cream colored ponies, crisp apple strudel. There's a few different ones that they made into candles, and this is the Bright Copper Kettles. And I think it's just a beautiful label. I'm just going to zoom in here for a second. And it's in the fresh category, actually. So it's a retired scent, and I imagine you can still find it on eBay or Amazon.com, different places online. Wouldn't it be great if it would come back into the store, or maybe into the outlets, maybe into the discount stores like TJ Maxx and Marshall's? But let me just go ahead and give you the description of this candle. And it says, whistling, warming spices aglow, including cinnamon bark, clove buds, allspice, and nutmeg. And it's an interesting scent. I had this as part of my Christmas collection video to burn with my Christmas candles. Excuse me. And my husband picked this one out. And so now that you see it kind of burning down a little bit, let's see here. It's burning pretty cleanly. It's a nice, warm looking candle. The color, the tone of it, everything is just a really nice, warming scent. And I asked him what he thought, and he said it reminded him of Christmas when he was a kid. And I thought that was really a sweet way to describe this candle. And on cold, it does smell kind of like a basic cinnamon scent, but then again, not just cinnamon. And so when you hear of these other items in the description, like the cinnamon bark, clove buds, allspice, and nutmeg, it kind of helps a little bit. Now, I had to just extinguish this a little bit ago and trim the wick because it was getting too long and tall. But it had a beautiful wax pool. But I wanted to go ahead and get the review in before it was gone. And the wax pool makes it look really pretty. And when I smelled it, when I extinguished it and then trimmed it, I'm not making this up, but it really did smell almost like a hint of all of those spices mentioned, but not to the same degree you might smell it in a regular candle. And it did almost have a hint of what reminds me of some metallic smell. And I might be, someone could say, oh, you're just, reading into that, thinking that's there when, because you're thinking Bright Copper Kettles. And I'm thinking, not really. It's interesting because, like say you were to have some simmering spices on the stove or something, and it would make sense that when that metal is heated up and you're smelling everything else, you also smell like a metallic smell. If it were possible, I feel like this candle almost has that, for lack of a better way of putting it, but with the twist of what if it could be like the Copper Kettle scent. I'm kind of getting there. So anyway, it's a really nice candle. I kind of regretted him grabbing this one of all of them, because my thought kind of was, oh no, this is my only one, once this is gone, I don't have any more. So, but I am trying to burn through a lot of my candles, so it's a good thing to be burning through it. And I'd be so curious what other people thought. Now, back real quickly to the smell. There was one time I walked upstairs and this had reached all the way to the top of the stairs, but in a very subtle way. And I gotta admit, I did not smell this a lot. But my husband did, others did. So I wonder if maybe my nose is a little more used to some of these smells than others. But when I did smell it, it smelled very good. Now, I think there's a candle called Kitchen Spice or something like that with some similar notes in it. And this does not smell quite like that. I'm thinking also of some of the fall fragrances. This is definitely a scent all its own. It definitely has that almost like a metallic undertone maybe is a way to put it, an undertone. And then you can smell these other smells along with it, other fragrances. And so I would say if you could find it, get it. It's really neat to try at least once. It's a beautiful copper kettle on the front there, and the color of the wax is nice. It's burned really clean, and I've had no issues. I love to use my Alumilid. And I did see a description online. Someone said it smells kind of a bit more rustic, and that is another really great way to put it. So it's a very handsome, nice candle. I'm really glad I got it. I would probably get it again, and I'm glad that it reminds of some happy memories from childhood that smell kind of like Christmas, and I can kind of see what he was saying there. So I really like that. Anyway, I hope you have a great evening, and thank you for watching my video, and I've got many, many more to come. I'm going to be doing a Bath & Body Works one here soon, so please make sure to check back. And I also do empties on this channel, so if you're interested in anything like this, make sure to check back when you can, and I will talk to you another time. Bye-bye.